Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Boston College Eagles offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's 1 pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job on the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Boston College, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes the Heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be brought down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You know, I like the idea to go 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and of course they go out and get it.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They'll run it. It's Stewart. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. He now has 91 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Boston College, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barfield. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Powell. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa.
Gets it out fast.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got his man downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking left. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bolden. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lockwood. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Flips it out to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, it's a reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move, it's Stewart. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Boston College right back to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. To the air on 2nd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Eastern Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Eagles on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Runs through the tackle. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their fit.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Here's a heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him and let somebody...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
0.
He'll bring it out. It's Barfield. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Warner. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And here's a fumble whip. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Warner. Makes the catch. It's Merritt. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boston College will send out the punt team. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. The run from the shotgun. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Here we go.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Boston College, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're...
There he goes! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
When you got the ball on their side of the field.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Warner. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver and knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right over the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out! He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. And off to Jones. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Let's go! Let's go!
Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They run the reverse. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points.
Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Running the red zone. It's Stewart. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Warner. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Offense in a bunch formation. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stockton. That's a 20. He's got space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Let's it fly. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Now on the counter. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.